Alright, welcome. In this video we're going to be measuring our trench excavation and also our pad excavation. So if you take a look at this section of our foundation over here, you will see this dotted line shown here. Just this one from this point I'm going to highlight over here. That is the line for our pad foundation, and you can also see the line for our foundation footing, like this one that you can see over here. That's our foundation footing. And of course our excavation is going to start from the formation level over here. So what it means is that for our trench excavation, our excavation is going to start from the formation level from here up to this point. And that is going to be this 200 plus this 300. We're going to add this 50mm blinding, so the total depth for the trench is going to be 550, and the total depth for the pad footing is going to be from this point up to this edge, and that is going to be this 500 plus this 200, and that is 700. So we can still add blinding 50mm to make it 750. So just for us to know that, and then we can then go back to our drawing and then create a dimension group for foundation excavation. Alright, so I'm going to leave that under the same folder, but let me change this to, instead of site preparation, let's change this to excavation now. So we're going to just quickly do something now. Because we're going to be measuring excavation, if you go to your grid rules of measurement, excavations are measured in cubic meters except topsoil excavation, which in the topsoil excavation you have to state the average depth of your excavation in the description. So we're going to select area as a measurement type, and then but our display, since it is a cubic item, is going to be volume. I hope that is clear. So we can also then change the color of what we're measuring. Let's say this, and then we click the insert button and we are prompted to measure. I can just change this to point mode to measure very fast. So I'm going to measure only the trench first, because I have two different depths. The trench has 550mm depth and the pad is 750mm depth. So what I'm going to do is to measure only the trench first. So just measure the area, take it right round, just the same way you measured your topsoil excavation. So you measure that as well. So we're going to select all the trench measured. So remember, if you look at this, there is no quantity displayed. The reason is because we have not stated the depth. So to do that, you just double click on the dimension group, double click here to bring back the dimension group properties. Here now you can define the average height, which is 0.55 here, and then update it, click yes, and then you have the quantity, and that is 28 cubic meters. Now we're going to add also the measurement for the pad so that everything will be together. So what you do here is double click in here, change the height to 750. That is the one for the pad. So once you click update and this pops up, would you like to apply the new height to all the dimensions that you use the default height? Just click no. Alright, and then you can then measure the pad, alright, separately now, and hit your enter tab. You can measure all of them if you want. And if you don't want to measure everything, you just change the counting, change the number. Alright, and then it can also give you the same quantity. Alright, but you can still take them one by one. Remember, we are not making a full description in our dimension group right now. So when we want to transfer our quantities to the workbook, you can make your full descriptions and set your your bill the way it should be. So we are done with the measurement, and there our total quantity is 48 cubic meters, and I hope this is very easy for us to catch up. Right, so we'll take it up again in the next video.